Welcome to the Thinking Green News Moment. I'm Chris Schneider. Today my guest is Ben Dalby with La Crosse County Hazardous Waste. Welcome, Ben.
Thanks for having me, Chris.
So Ben, La Crosse County Hazardous Waste. Hazardous waste can be many things, and they can be found in our homes and in our businesses. What is it that La Crosse County will take and make sure that they're handled appropriately?
Anything that has the potential threat to harm humans, animals, or even the environment we'll consider hazardous waste and take. So waste oil, antifreeze, certain kinds of lead-acid batteries, rechargeable batteries. We're pretty much one-stop drop-off for all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. And I understand that medications is also an important part of what you're teaching people here in La Crosse County that can be recycled?
Yep. We've been doing our med program for 2 years now. We've disposed of 25,000 pounds of medication since the start, and now we have a law enforcement officer on staff to kind of spearhead that and take it over for us. So we're looking to expand that, and we should be doing great things as far as keeping that out of our groundwater. So,
now, how is the sheriff's office involved in your program?
Well, it's kind of hard when you're doing med collections and you're accepting medications. You never know, you might get some controlled substances in. Mm-hmm. So by law, you have to have law enforcement staff collecting them, storing them, and witnessing their disposal. So that kind of solves all our problems by having him on board. Now,
are those disposed of here in La Crosse County, or is that something that is taken to a different location?
We actually destroy them at our facility. We dissolve them in 55-gallon drums.
Uh-huh.
And then once we get probably 8,000 pounds, we haul them down to an incinerator in Illinois and actually watch them get destroyed. So
that's a great program. And then you had mentioned some of the things that we might be more familiar with: waste oil, coolants,
yep.
Lead-acid batteries, other types of household batteries.
Yep. Another big one is e-waste.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be a landfill ban on e-waste starting in September, so we'll take all e-waste. Anything with the cord, but we can't take anything with Freon in it. So,
mm-hmm. So lamps and television sets and computer systems,
yep.
But not refrigerators.
Correct.
Those are still recycled through the city.
Yep.
If you're a La Crosse resident. Mm-hmm. And then there are some other things that you're doing out at the La Crosse County landfill that aren't in regards to hazardous waste, that I think are still important to talk about. I know it's not your specialty,
yep.
But a pretty recent program has been asphalt shingle recycling.
Correct.
And they want the shingles to be brought out there, minus nails and other components like wood. Mm-hmm. But then they chop those up, and they're actually using them as a percentage in the roadways, I understand.
Yeah, it's kind of unique. They can, instead of putting them in the landfill, they can chop them up and use it for subgrade for roads, and they're looking into other options for it, but it's kind of nice they can reuse them like that.
So if a La Crosse County resident were to actually go out and do some of the hazardous waste recycling that we're talking about, it'll give them an opportunity to drive on some pavement that's actually made out of asphalt shingles then.
That's true.
Yeah. And see the other operations.
Yep.
I know that during the course of the year, you'll oftentimes have an open house or special events.
Yep.
And if Fox viewers would like to gain access to that information, is there a website where they can get more information, Ben?
If they type in La Crosse County Hazardous Waste, we'll be the first web hit on any search engine. So that's the best way to find out who we are and what we're about.
That's great. Well, thanks so much for your efforts at La Crosse County, Ben. This is Chris Schneider with the Thinking Green News Moment.